Welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping into 7 motorcycles that only the sharp-minded riders usually go for. Number 7. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 feels almost like the motorcycle equivalent of a smart life hack. Stylish, practical, and surprisingly gentle on your bank account. At around $6,000, it's the kind of bike that makes your wallet breathe a sigh of relief, especially once you notice that other machines with the same specs often cost about $1,000 more. You're getting a 4071cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that blends strong low-end torque with just the right dash of high-rev excitement, perfect for weekday commutes or spontaneous weekend escapes. This bike isn't out to boast big horsepower stats. Instead, it finds that sweet middle ground of real-world usability. Delivering close to 67 miles per gallon, you'll be waving at gas stations instead of stopping by. Its 27-inch seat height is practically an open door for riders of all sizes, making stops and slow maneuvers effortless. The ergonomics are comfort-focused, upright handlebars, mid-mounted pegs, and a reworked seat that turns long rides into something enjoyable instead of chiropractor-worthy. And with Honda's legendary reliability, you'll spend less time wrenching and more time riding. Low maintenance means the only thing you'll need to fix after a ride is your hair. In today's world full of over-engineered tech-heavy bikes, the Rebel 500 stands out as refreshingly simple and just plain fun. Number 6. Kawasaki Versys 650. The Kawasaki Versys 650 is what happens when someone finally says, "What if we built a practical motorcycle that's also exciting to ride?" At about $8,000, it's no pocket change, but considering its package, it's a budget-savvy rider's dream. Smart buyers realize this bike isn't just a ride, it's practically a loophole. It doesn't chase huge horsepower or pretend it escaped a racetrack. Instead, it nails a balance like that coworker who's always reliable, punctual, and never touches your lunch. Powered by a 6049cc parallel twin, it gives you smooth, trustworthy performance and around 50 mpgs over 300 miles on a tank. Plenty to outrun both fuel expenses and your problems. What really wins riders over is its versatility. Weekday commuting, check. Weekend tours, check. Even gravel detours just because absolutely. The upright seating, roomy saddle, and adjustable windscreen reassure your back and your sanity that comfort isn't being compromised. Its suspension is soft enough to handle potholes but firm enough to carve corners with confidence. In a market obsessed with flash, the Versys 650 quietly delivers reliable, ready, and far more capable than it lets on. Nobody buys it to show off. They buy it because the math just works. Number 5. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is where smart riders turn when they want timeless looks without giving up modern comforts, or their retirement fund. Starting near $14,000, it's not cheap, but unlike Harley pricing, it doesn't require mortgage paperwork. It's the kind of bike that turns heads at the gas station without needing a loan to fill up. It's classic muscle wrapped in suave British style, a 1200cc parallel twin that purrs politely one moment and growls the next. With 78 lb-ft of torque at just 4,000 RPM, it hits hard in a way that's both gentlemanly and thrilling. And while it looks like it just rolled out of a 1940s workshop, it secretly hides modern tech: ride-by-wire throttle, traction control, and even cruise control. Yes, cruise control on a bobber that's like stumbling on a wine cellar in a log cabin. Its solo seat is adjustable, and the ride is smoother than you'd expect for something that looks like it should rattle your teeth loose. It's not made for cross-country hauls, but for city cruising, Sunday rides, or the occasional escape, it's spot on. Smart riders appreciate that it doesn't scream for attention, yet somehow every stoplight feels like a photo shoot. The Bonneville Bobber isn't just transportation, it's a statement. It tells the world you've got taste, sense, and a touch of rebellion. Number 4. Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is a cruiser that whispers with vintage charm while landing firmly in budget-friendly territory. Priced around $4,900, it doesn't try to show off, it tries to be clever and succeeds. In an era where many bikes feel like rolling laptops, the Meteor stays simple, reliable, and refreshingly analog. It's for riders who don't need Bluetooth to feel the wind. This isn't about raw speed, it's about sipping fuel like a fancy cocktail. 70 mpg to be exact. While your neighbor's Harley gulps gas like it's on spring break, the Meteor keeps gliding on pennies. Its 349cc single-cylinder thumper offers just the right mix of drama, enough for city rides and weekend getaways without extra baggage. Add a plush seat, relaxed ergonomics, and a decent-sized fuel tank, and you've got yourself a road trip companion. Even its analog-digital cluster feels like a smarter choice, focusing on what matters, not distractions. Park it anywhere, and true enthusiasts will nod in quiet approval. Owning a Meteor isn't about horsepower, it's about horsepower per dollar. A thinker's bike, not a thrill-seeker's toy. Number 3. Honda Goldwing. The Honda Goldwing isn't merely a motorcycle, it's a two-wheeled executive lounge with cruise control included. For seasoned US riders, it's not just transport, but an investment in ultimate comfort, innovation, and highway dominance. With a base price near $25,000, it's no small buy, but neither are chiropractor bills from less capable touring bikes. Owners know if you're riding thousands of miles, you might as well do it with heated seats, Apple CarPlay, and enough storage to make TSA jealous. What seals the deal is Honda's legendary dependability. The 1833cc Flat 6 is as smooth as a jazz record and nearly as low maintenance. Many Goldwings hit 200,000 miles and still sound showroom new. Despite its heft, mileage hovers near 40 mpg, meaning fewer fuel stops and more road. Add to that a premium infotainment system, optional DCT automatic, electronic suspension, and yes, even reverse gear. Because pushing 850 pounds backward isn't on anyone's bucket list. The Goldwing isn't about simply arriving, it's about savoring every tech-filled, wind-blown mile. Smart riders don't just chase adrenaline, they ride with intent. Number 2. Yamaha MT-07. The Yamaha MT-07 is the kind of bike that earns a respectful nod from experienced riders who immediately calculate its value-to-fun ratio. With a starting price around $8,000, it doesn't raid your savings or pretend to be anything it's not. It just delivers pure, honest fun. Its 689cc parallel twin makes just over 70 horsepower and about 50 level perk. Perfect for city slicing, weekend canyon carving, or a cheeky red light dash. What makes the MT-07 such a clever pick is that you don't have to choose between thrill and practicality. With its muscular naked bike styling, upright seating that won't wreck your back, and a throttle response more addictive than caffeine, it's a perfect balance. Expect about 50 mpg unless you're scientifically testing burnout potential. No gimmicky ride modes, no button maze, no electronic circus, just you, the road, and a machine that feels like it reads your thoughts. In a market flooded with overpriced gadget-heavy toys, the MT-07 proves that smart riding doesn't mean boring riding. It's the two-wheeled equivalent of pulling a $100 bill out of an old coat. Pure joy. Number 1. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 is what happens when brains meet budget. For smart riders, it's the machine that ticks all the right boxes without draining your account. Priced at about $8,000, this V-twin legend offers serious performance without the financial sting or maintenance headaches of bigger, flashier bikes. Think of it as choosing a cozy house with a killer view instead of a penthouse with a crippling mortgage. Its 6425cc V-twin engine delivers smooth, reliable power with enough zest to keep a grin plastered on your face. Whether you're seasoned or just starting out, it works for everyone. It's not some dull commuter mule, it's genuinely fun. Expect about 50 mpg if you take it easy, giving you thrills and efficiency all at once. Insurance? Low. Maintenance? Easy. Repairs? Rare. It's the mature choice that still leaves room for rebellion. Lightweight, nimble, and extremely beginner-friendly, the SV650 holds its ground against today's overpriced ego trophies. Practical, affordable, and most importantly, a blast to ride. It's like stumbling across a $100 bill in your jeans, unexpected, satisfying, and a total win. And that wraps up today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming rides.